Okay, here is the third section, and we left it off at Michael going to the Alps for training. He has already been there. So yeah, tell us a little bit about your training and what you're still doing while you're over here in Germany.
Yeah, so when we train in the Alps or in the mountains, it's like I do it for many years. I train mostly uphill, you know, so I live on a flat, so the dogs are used to the flat, but I'm training uphill. Like we train like 2 hours uphill with one team, and
there isn't much flat in the stage race, I can tell you that.
yeah, this is why, yeah, but this was not the plan. So before, for Rondi and Onak and all the stuff, I trained also uphill, you know. I like that the dogs have to pull, you know.
So what made you actually decide on the stage stop after doing the Rondi and the Onak, and why were you now like, okay, it's time to do the stage stop?
The plan was to do it earlier. I was in contact with a race organization a couple of years ago, and then comes Corona and all the stuff, and then I had no flight the 1 year. So yeah, so now it's we tried. Now it's the time to do it, because maybe in the future I get a direct flight to Anchorage, and if I get that, then I don't go down maybe anymore. So I don't know, but if the stage stop is very super for me, then maybe I do another time. I don't know yet, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what you think after it. I mean, I have to admit, being a long distance musher at the beginning, I was a little leery about it, and it's just a great race format, I have to say.
Okay.
It's pretty spectacular country to begin with, and you know, it's well organized, and you know, Buddy Sleeper put it very well when I interviewed him once, where he said, well, the distances these days are at a stage where you can still have somewhat of a normal life besides the dogs, and because it used to be very long stages with overnights and everything, but with everything topping out at 30-35 miles now, training is doable, and that's probably part of why you got interested in it too.
Yeah, you know, it's like I have done many different kind of races. You know, I had stages with overnight. I have sleep outside. I have night stages. So, and then when the stages goes a little bit shorter, and my old good friend Terry always called me and say, hey, you should go the stage stop one time, and then you are maybe better prepared for the Onak and so on. So, you know, my best finish was third in the Onak, fifth in the Rondi. I won twice Toke. So for the Triple Crown, it's not the success, but you know, it's hard to be under top threes. You know, that I can tell you that. You know, and when you see where I live without snow, so.
So who's all flying over? Are you? Is Doreen coming? Is Leonie coming? Who's all coming?
Yeah. This year they both will come with me. And Doreen mostly do the school work with her. So we have schoolwork. The school helps a lot. So yeah, so we take them both as handler.
And you take anybody else along, or are they the only handlers?
They're the only one.
Okay. So you said you're going to plan to go to West Yellowstone. So are you planning on running the wildfire defense race, the one Dave Torgerson is putting on?
Yes, I already.
Oh, good. Yeah, good. So where do you stay when you go to West Yellowstone?
I'm in a hotel. No, I think I signed up a hotel, but I don't know right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yellowstone or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to be there how many weeks before the race?
I think from New Year, and then it's like 3 weeks to the first race, right?
Okay, yeah, no, that's quite a time, man. It's quite the logistics and expenses too. Who do you have for sponsors?
You know, 10 years ago, I'm mostly my own sponsor. 10 years ago, I opened my own pet food company, and we're selling a lot of pet food over Europe, a lot. So
yeah, so that's called, for the ones in North America, they probably haven't heard it. It's called Ice Paw and pretty fish based, isn't it?
Yeah. I learned from the Inuit, the native, that the fish is so high quality. When I was in Alaska, and I saw how healthy the dog, and then I tried to make a mix with fish. So mostly it's fish inside.
So, but what do you feed when you're over there? Do you bring some of your food the dogs are used to, or do you have to switch to something different when you're over in North America?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when I have luck, I can, and they're friendly to me, then I can load the whole pallet. I can load dog food, and I didn't have to pay extra. So that's a good deal, right? But otherwise, if it's not possible, then I feed something else. You know, I have to switch then.
Yeah. And your other business, I think, is called the Alaska store, where you sell all kind of equipment too, isn't it?
Right, there we sell sleds and harness and stuff.
So that just evolved over time once you started racing, or how did that all come about?
Once more.
So
I didn't hear
both
you.
of those businesses, they evolved once you started racing, or did you set out to do that?
No, it was like when I start racing in '87, I was in military, and then I thought I have to do something else, you know. So and then I opened a business.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be fun having you over there. It's going to be pretty neat to have somebody to talk to in German over there.
I want to have fun there. No
Oh,
stress, only fun.
yeah, no, I think you will. It's really well organized. It's like a big traveling family. So obviously, you talking to Terry and Buddy, and you're probably well filled in about what's going on once you get over there.
I just hope that the dogs is not getting sick and the dogs do it well. That's only what I want, you know. I'm not like I just want to finish the race first to see what's going on there, right? But if the dog's doing well, then they are doing well. But first, I want to finish the race. You know?
Yeah, well, that's always when you do one for the first time, it's pretty hard to know to exactly what to expect, you know, of each of the different stages. So yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thank you for your time of doing this. You were my first guinea pig for the season.
Okay, thank you very much, and